Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about how you can make some money as a teenager, and these are just all kind of simple and easy ways that like anyone can do. So first, you can work a small job just like part-time. You don't even really need to do that, honestly, just like 16 hours a week, 10 hours a week, whatever works with your schedule, because I know people did a lot more in high school than I did. But I basically had a job ever since I've had my driver's license. I've worked at Tim Hortons, and I used to work at a small town restaurant as a dishwasher and a server, and I hated both of them, but I made about 150 bi-weekly, and that was pretty nice, honestly. Most of it went to gas because I drove a truck at the time. Currently, I work for Kroger doing ClickList, and I make about 200 a week, and it's really nice just to have like some extra money to spend on groceries and clothes and stuff. And hopefully I'm gonna go to Amazon when I turn 18. That's what I'm hoping for, because I know they pay. Second, school fundraisers and sports events. Not all schools do this, but my school's kind of just like backcountry, middle of nowhere. Like, not everything applies to them. They used to just have fundraisers or kids that would like work at the sporting events, and sometimes they would just split whatever profit they made between like the volunteers or like the workers there. And I know not all schools do that, but mine did. So number 3 is a big one. When I turned 16, I drove my friends and like my cousins around everywhere, and I'm not saying to charge like top dollar like a taxi company, but like a couple bucks in gas money isn't bad. Some of my friends would offer it without me even asking them, because most people are just like happy that you can take them somewhere, especially if you're like 16. You got like freshman friends that are 14 and can't drive. You can just be like, hey, I'll take you here if you give me a couple bucks. Like they're not really gonna mind. Their parents are gonna be like, yeah, sure, whatever. So honestly, like if you have like a nice fuel efficient car, you could probably make some money off of that. Next, I have start a savings account, and whatever you put in it, don't touch it until you need it, because you can earn interest on your money, and so you're just earning money on your money, so it's free money. And so just if you get like a check every week from like a job, just put part of it in a savings account, just leave it in there. You never know, like when an emergency or like you need a big purchase, like if you're like moving out soon or if you have to pay for your own college, it's nice to have that foundation kind of set for you. So it's always a great idea to start a savings account and earn some interest on your money. Next, I have try not to spend money on unnecessary things. I always try to wait 24 hours before I buy something, so I really know if I need it or not. And you just always ask yourself if it's really necessary and you're gonna use it a lot. Like, one of the things is clothes. Like, they go in and out of style, so I usually just try to wear something that will always just be kind of acceptable. But also with this is also kind of tied in, just buy nicer things in the first place, then you won't have to replace them all the time. I also have like sell your clothes or like your items on Mercari or eBay, and I used to sell my old clothes on Mercari. I don't really like that website because they have so many fees. It's insane. And usually you want to pay for your own shipping on that website too, because nobody wants to buy anything on there if they have to pay for shipping. But usually after you sell it and the fees and the shipping label, like you're still gonna make a couple extra bucks out of it. And it also just gets like clutter out of your house and out of your closet, and it makes it nicer, so you can get some new clothes or like some new items or stationery or makeup or like whatever you're looking at. If you're crafty, you can start an Etsy. And I know so many of my friends in high school sold friendship bracelets and just like stuff like that. Like, everybody at my school had their own little like niche, I guess, that they were like good at. So just like find something you're good at if you're crafty, like painting, friendship bracelets, knitting, paint, like whatever. And then if you're under 18, because I know they use like your social security number for that and like your birthday, you can always probably ask your parents. I actually really hate this one, but if you have all the time in the world, you can take 1,000,000 surveys and earn a couple bucks. It's really annoying, and it's honestly like a long, tedious process. But if you have the time and you don't care, you can take a bunch of online surveys. I just really don't vibe with it, and I get really bored of it after like one, so I've never been good at it. This one is the one I love. So babysitting and pet sitting. So my aunt would always go on vacation and ask me to watch her younger kids. Like she had 2 twins, I think they're like 8 now, and or to dog sit her dog Duke while she was gone. And either way, like I loved hanging out with both of them. Like it was never like an issue for me. And I got paid to hang out with a dog or like chill with some kids for a couple hours. Like it's not bad. And like usually if it's like your family, they usually pay you pretty well too. But soon in November, I think, I get to pet sit my friend's Tegu because she's going on a trip with her fiance, and I'm kind of excited for that. But it's simple, fast, and easy, and like usually right when they get back from their trip, or like even beforehand, they'll pay you, so that's nice too. Another school related one is you can tutor kids or like your younger cousins or like younger siblings usually. So I was pretty good at math and history, and I would usually like go over to my aunt's house again and just get a couple extra bucks, like helping my cousins out with their schoolwork or like showing them how to work on the computer with it. And it's pretty easy if you're like good at like a certain subject, or if you've already taken the class and like your younger sibling or like your younger cousin is taking it now. I know not all schools are as backwoods as mine, but my school had a wood shop, and the thing kids loved doing was making pens on the lathe. And people would make pens for like their friends and classmates all the time and would sell them for like $10. They'd be literally the coolest pens. And so if you're into wood shop and like making stuff on the lathe, that's a great way. I know not everybody's gonna be able to do that one, but I had a lot of fun in one shop making pens. It was pretty satisfying, honestly. Second to last, if you live in a state with bottle returns, save your cans and return as many as you possibly can, because this is an amazing way to make money. So I live in Michigan, so each aluminum can or plastic bottle or glass bottle is worth 10 cents. So if you get a bunch of bottles, get a bunch of money. And you can make up to $25 a day. I think that's the federal law, or the state law. But usually you can just go to 2 different cashiers and make more if you had over 25 a day. And I usually do this when I need like quick gas money, or I need to give my dad my share of the phone bill. It's also sustainable too. It helps out the environment because you're technically recycling, because they're just going to take these plastics and these aluminums and glass and just make them into new cans. And it's just a great way to help out the environment. It's just really quick money, and you could do it every day, honestly, if you wanted to. And this one's for adults, kind of. So if you're 18 or older, you could do DoorDash or Instacart, and it's basically you either deliver food or groceries to people. But I know with Instacart, you have to like shop for the groceries, and that's basically what my job is now. So it wouldn't be hard to me. It's just kind of like tedious, and you don't really get anything out of it yourself. But I think you get like $30 an order. I'm not sure about DoorDash. I really haven't looked into it because I'm not 18. But yeah. So thank you for watching my video. I hope you learned something, and I hope you can make some money soon. They're all pretty easy and simple.